Twitch is your boy Jay, aka Mark. We are live. It is Thursday night. We got a big weekend ahead of us. We got Friday Night SmackDown. We got Noche de los Grandes. We got Clash of Entity. And of course, we got the next week starting off with Monday Night Raw. Right off Clash of Entity because we all know the PLE this month is actually on a Sunday instead of a Saturday. But yeah, we are definitely excited. We got so much going on for the PLE. We got so much going on for Noche de los Grandes. Honestly speaking, we got so much going on for the weekend in general. Pro wrestling is hotter than ever. AEW has been on fire. Shout out to MJF. I'm reclaiming the AEW championship, which I already knew. MJF was not shaving that head. Come on, man. With all that full hair, who wants to shave the hair? I know I would. And my hair was like that, like MJF. I would have been like, yeah, I want that. I'll keep it right here. You know what I'm saying? But if you was in a situation like me where your hair's already like, nah, I think I'm gonna go. Then of course we're gonna shave your head, but I kind of had a feeling that MJF was not gonna shave his head. As much as I would have loved to see him with a shaved head, and as much as I've seen Darby Allin retain the championship every time he put it on the line, kind of gave it away that all that, but all that on his body, the wear and tear, put his body through everything to retain the championship over and over the weeks. It kind of makes sense that going into Double or Nothing to fight MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and MJF not wrestling as much as he was since he lost the championship. It kind of basically gave it away, especially when MJF called the three-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I was like, yeah, I don't see MJF shaving his head no time soon. So of course he didn't, and I'm not surprised because, like I said, MJF with a shaved head right now, it's not a good look. So congratulations to Maxwell Jacob Freeman on becoming the three-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Excuse me, kind of caught a brain fart right there. I'm being honest, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Nothing against Darby Allin. He held down the championship down for a while. He did his thing. Nothing against Darby Allin. Even though he canceled on me once when I went to go meet him. But nothing personal, Darby. You did your thing. You held the championship down for a while. You retained it against everybody that was put in your way. It was all great matches. So thank you for that, and thank you for putting everything on. But like I say, not surprised that MJF retained his championship. MJF being who he is and the talent that he is in AEW. I had a feeling the hair versus title. I was like, yeah, MJF is taking back that AEW championship. But at the same time, nothing against Darby Allin, man. He held it down. But let's get right into it, people. We got tonight. What's up, Oscar? We got tonight WrestleMania 42 Tops Now cards. Came in sometime last week. I didn't go live last week. I'm still waiting for my WrestleMania 42. I forgot what it's called. Special card, whatever. Like, it's been taking forever to be delivered. I just recently got a notification today from Top saying that I'm actually gonna get my Oba Femi WrestleMania card and my Roman Reigns WrestleMania card, but not yet. Yeah, Double or Nothing was insane, but not yet have I gotten my WrestleMania 42 limited edition Tops Now card. For some reason, I got an email on their behalf saying that they're sorry, but they're running behind with the orders, yada yada yada. I've been pretty patient, but now it's like like it's going on literally a month. And Tops, let me tell you something. I love the stuff they sell, the cards they sell. I love everything they do for us pro wrestling fans and us just sports fans in general. But it's like, come on, guys. Why it takes so long to ship out these cards, man? Like, I'm not asking for a credit card. I'm not asking for a credit card with $10,000, $50,000. I'm just asking for something that I purchased. And it's like, it's insane because it always takes a while. I just wish they did better. And I'm not trying to put them down because it's a great business. I just wish they did better with the shipping. And I wish they did better with the tracking and everything that's going on. Because like I said, to receive these cards that I ordered at the same time with that card, and it's still being delayed, and I'm still waiting now for the other cards to come in. It's kind of like, damn. But yeah, here we have Tops Now WrestleMania 42 cards. Let me show you guys what we got in here. First card, of course, is Cody Rhodes versus the Viper Randy Orton. We haven't seen Randy Orton ever since WrestleMania 42. A lot of people circulating that he's injured. I believe Randy Orton posted not too long ago on Instagram, I believe it was, saying that he's actually just milking it and enjoying his time with his family. And I'm not mad at him for that. He deserves it. Even though he was out with a back injury, he was out with a back injury. It's not like he was taking personal time for himself and for his family. He was just out with an injury. So, he wants to spend time with his family. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let me give you guys a better look at this card. Because I got three platforms going on at the same time. So I'm going to show the card here first. Then we're going to show it here on YouTube and Twitch. First card out of that collection. Moving forward, we have Stephanie Valkyrie versus Liv Morgan. Which, honestly speaking, I was a little bit disappointed with this match because Stephanie Valkyrie did not come out with the win. Liv Morgan. I love Liv Morgan, but I love Stephanie Valkyrie more. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit disappointed. But at the same time, it is pro wrestling. We create stories and storylines, and from a loss becomes a victory or a comeback. So there's always chances that Stephanie Valkyrie might actually come back for a championship, and that personal vendetta between these two females, these two women, may I say, may not be over. But yeah, here we have the tribal chief and the best in the world, CM Punk. That would have been fire. I would have got an autograph form from both of them. And of course, last but not least, here we have Ripley versus Cargill. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Oscar. Liv should definitely be defending her title. I don't like what they're doing nowadays with pro wrestling. Just like Jay Cargill. When Jay Cargill had the championship, she wasn't actually, putting the title on the line or defending it, And so I was like, yo, what's the point of having somebody hold the championship down? And let me tell you something. I think all pro wrestling fans can agree with this. What's the point of having somebody hold the championship down if you're going to have him do like a paper championship and not defend that championship? It makes no sense. Me, if I was a champion and they asked me to defend the championship, of course I'm going to defend it. Just like Trick Williams, how he said, that the United States championship, open championship is over, blah, 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 since I've been champion. But guess what? He put that championship on the line against Carmelo. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're a champion, you should be able to defend that champion and show why you are champion. Hello. Welcome to the chat. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it makes no sense to have somebody as champion and then not defending the championship. It makes no sense, because it's like you got these part-timers, you got these, and it's like, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. But it's like I was saying, it's like, they talk about part-timers and paper champions and all this stuff. Hello, welcome to the chat, man. If you're new to the platform, make sure you follow. If you don't follow me here, follow me here. Follow me on YouTube and Twitch. I'm live on all three platforms right now. Welcome to the Marvelous Wrestling Collectible channel, where we talk wrestling, unbox figures, and just have a great time. But yeah, like I said, it makes no sense. Why have somebody hold a championship if you're not gonna see them defend that championship? That's like having a part-timer. That makes no sense whatsoever. Lucha Bros Legacy, welcome to the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. We got more cards we're going to be showing here tonight. Yeah, we came across another Tops Now Chrome cards, baby. These are pretty hard now to find. When they first came out, if you was in a Target or in a Walmart, you might be lucky. I was actually one of the lucky ones that kept finding them. Now they're getting real hard to find. Shout out to GameStop, shout out to Target, shout out to Walmart, everybody that sells them and knows my platforms and actually look out for me and be like, hey, I don't know if you got these, but we got some in stock. So, what's up, bum? Thank you.
You shuffling the shoes?
Now that's next. My son right here, you know, my hookup. Got you. Got that money over there.
Well,
And my parents, I give it to you right now. I'm live right now. I got you. But yeah, you know. So like I said, they hard to come across. So if you come across these cards, man, don't hesitate because a lot of people say, oh, you know, but they're $30. But guess what? That $30 you spend, you might actually find something that's worth more. And me, I haven't found something too crazy yet. I actually hit one point at autograph cards. I got a couple of other cards. Here we go. This is the NXT card that I got. It was actually an autograph, one of my first. I also got another card that I got there that is actually autographed by Tommaso Ciampa when he was on with WWE, but it's not a top star chrome card like a recent one. Maybe it is, but not a recent one. I think it's actually from 2023 or 2022. But you know, if you come across these bad boys, just make sure you get them because, like I said, they could be $30. But guess what? That $30, you might actually find something there. You might actually find something there, you know, that is worth more. But yeah, man, we got figures here, we got magazines, we got T-shirts. They're talking about magazines. Here we have the recent Pro Wrestling Illustrated MJF on the front cover. AEW's generational scumbag demands your what? Disrespect. I'm fucking done. MJF on the front cover. I'm such a big MJF fan. I'm proud of that kid, man. He's come a long way, and a lot of people that didn't believe in him is believing in him now. It's like you can't deny the talent this kid has, man. I'm not saying when I say kid, I'm not trying to just be sound disrespectful. I'm just a lot older than him, but he has, you know, talent, and to be going out there and performing at the highest level he can and put on the show that he does, and you know, I'll wrestle anybody that steps in the ring with him. MJF, you the man, brother. Keep doing your thing, for real. But yeah, man. MJF front cover. If you don't got this magazine, go get it at your nearest Target, Walmart, wherever they sell magazines. Just make sure you go get it. One of these days, I am gonna meet MJF. I had the chance to meet MJF 2 years ago in Rhode Island Comic Con, but it was on Sunday. Of course, I work Sundays, so I was not able to go. I usually go on a Saturdays. Last year, I went on a Sunday for my first time, and I actually met the Legend Sting. Such a nice and down to earth man. Honestly speaking, like his whole, how you say this, his whole vibe, man, was so positive. You know, such a positive vibe with Sting. Such a good person, man. Like he actually stood there by himself, extra, just because there were so much fans that showed up to see him that he did just not just want to leave like that, you know, and not get to sign anybody's autograph. So shout out to Sting for that because trust me, I've been to events where you go meet wrestlers, and because they are on the schedule, they leave. They don't care how much you pay, who's there, how much they mean to you, or what they've done. You know, they leave. And I'm not trying to put nobody down because I get it. A schedule's a schedule. But also take that consideration that us fans put our hard-earned money to spend also to show you guys support and love. And that's exactly what it is, support and love. So it's like to go to an event and have fans just and have wrestlers just walk out just because of schedule and they don't care how you feel. That's kind of crazy. I've seen it in a couple of events. I'm not gonna, you know, put any event down or any promotions down because at the end of the day, a schedule's a schedule. And talking about certain things like that, you gotta be careful because they can be taken as oh slandering, you're slandering my company, and it's not even like that. It's just, you know, it sucks in general. But yeah, moving forward, I don't know, we should open a figure or should we start opening cards? Yo, Lemon, what's up, bro? Because we got figures. We got this new figure that we just recently added to the collection. Is actually a Royal Rumble Elite collection. Came across it not too long ago, and I was like, "This is a no-brainer. We gotta pick it up." Here we got CM Punk, baby. Before he had the tattoos on his chest. Yes, sir. CM Punk, baby. Unboxing this bad boy tonight, of course. The box was already damaged, so we gotta unbox it. Even though it's just this, still that's a very big part of the box. Just because if you want to keep it in the box or you want to hang it, you can't. Then the corner of the box is also damaged. It's like somebody was just frustrated. And let me tell you something. It's frustrating when you, as a pro wrestling fan and as a figure collector, you go to a store and you see all these new figures, and guess what? The figures are all banged up because fans or just kids in general are trying to open figures. The other day I was actually in Walmart and I see kids opening figures in the aisle. I mean, I don't work in Walmart, but I went by the kids and I was like, yeah, y'all better be careful because I'm security and I'm watching y'all. They just kept it walking. I was like, kids is bugging, bro. And I was like, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. It's that easy. Like, why would you put your freedom on the line for a figure? It makes no sense. But yes, I always do this to myself. I would be like, oh, let me keep the blade nearby because I'm gonna go live, and then I go unbox a figure, and I got the blade right there. And for some reason, every time I go live, my plans are never accurate. The blade is never next to me, and I end up looking like a fool. But let me show you guys what we got here. Found the blade very quick. I thought about it real quick. When you turn 40, your mind is a lot different. You step into one room with an idea, and you automatically forget, and that sucks. Because that happens to me a lot. Well, I'll be at work sometime, and I'm like, okay, I got an idea for this, and then I go into the next room to go get what I was gonna get, and all of a sudden my mind just goes blank, and I'm like, yo, damn, being 40 is a blessing, but it sucks because you forget a lot. But here we have it, guys. CM Punk Royal Rumble Edition Elite Collection out the box. Out the box. I got a good amount of CM Punk figures. The figure that I actually want to get is the one when he had the mask that is on ringside. Matter of fact, talking about ringside, here, let me check here on my YouTube that I have a link with Ringside Collectibles. They actually got a Memorial Day sale going on, but they got a lot of figures on sale, and they actually got a CM Punk figure that I'm actually looking at right now. It is CM Punk WWE from the Vault Ringside exclusive, and they got it on sale for $21.99. And honestly speaking, I'm not too sure if I have that pipe bomb CM Punk, and I believe I don't. I believe I have the Macho Man attire CM Punk. So, I'm one of those fans that I don't like to have the same figure, but I do like to have different attire of the same wrestler. So if there's like multiple figures, it is what it is. Because especially if the attire is fire. If you have sick attire and you was part of the main events and you come out and every time you come out you got new attire, of course I'm gonna buy a figure. Especially if I like the attire that you're rocking for the event. Or for the show, man. Say. So that's one figure they got on sale. Excuse me real quick, guys. we're back. Sorry about that. Got people trying to send me a request to go live with me. Like, I ain't doing that, bro. Not to sound disrespectful towards anybody, but I'm live right now. You guys are trying to get on my live stream to try to, promote your platforms or no, I'm not doing that. Nothing against anybody, but I've been doing this roughly for what, 5 years now, and I never asked anybody for help. I got support from other platforms that actually told me ideas, and I always gave them a shout out. We showed them love and support. But to have people try to get popular off of you is like, come on, bro. Get to know me first, and then But it's like you trying to hey, gay, add me. Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. Relax, relax. Yeah. But yeah, next we got this sick ass T-shirt, Tribal Chief. Make sure you guys are back. Woo! Levels above. Tribal Chief, baby. You already know I'm gonna be wearing this on Sunday after work, because yes, I do work Sunday. But I'm excited. Clash of Italy. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. Sword Ruka versus um Becky Lynch. We got Rhea Ripley versus Jay Cargill. We got what? We got a couple of matches, man. Brock Lesnar. I already said Brock Lesnar over Febby, but you hear a noise. Sorry, I got cats in the house. So sometimes I'll be like, But yeah, I'm excited about the Clash of Italy. I'm also excited about Noche de los Grandes. With everything that's been happening in with Luther Kaiser, because we all know at the end of the day, as much as they want to keep the identity a secret, we know it's Luther Kaiser as El Grande Americano, and then we got the original Grande Americano, which we already know this Chad Gable, because it's so obvious. They're not even trying to hide it. So me, I really hope that Luther Kaiser, El Gran Americano, the new Gran Americano, wins, because at the end of the day, he's doing it for the Mexican people, and he's doing it for the Mexican culture, and he's doing it for all the right reasons. I think that's the only way Mexico will be okay with everything that's been going on lately, because me as a Latino, yeah, it's entertaining, but at the same time, certain thing that goes on is kind of like, yo, bro, like, y'all doing too much. You feel me? And I'm not trying to be that person to, talk about it like, but we all know the truth. So it's like, I think that would be perfect if El Gran Americano, Luther Kaiser wins, and we already know the Mexican people, as myself, excuse me, I'm not Mexican, but I'm just saying Latino wise, the Mexican people and Latinos in general, like myself, um, love him. And they welcome him with arms wide open, and especially with everything that's been going on recently, I feel like it's a great thing for Mexico to happen and get that positive, vibe in Mexico with that win from the Gran Americano, being the fact that they all love him. And I think it'll be epic. I can't wait for tomorrow, which we got Friday Night SmackDown. I can't wait for Noches de los Grande on Saturday. And honestly, I can't wait for Clash of Italy, because the first match is gonna be Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. And talking about that, I know Brock Lesnar is this big son of a bitch, bad motherfucker that could destroy anybody. And I mean that with all due respect, Brock. I don't mean to call you any type of names without, like trying to offend you, because that's not my purpose. But we all know you're a bad motherfucker. And we all know what you can do out the wrestling ring and in the wrestling ring. So, all respect to you. But to me, as a pro wrestling fan, and I'm not, behind the scenes writing these promos and scripts for wrestling. I don't know nothing about this shit. I'm just a wrestling fan that just use my brain in general. And it's like, to me, it just makes no sense to bring Brock back and squash somebody that he put over, because the momentum going forward for Oba is like, okay, you ain't nobody. You're somebody that got lucky against Brock, and he came back and bust your ass. So it's like, to me, I don't see it playing out well for Oba if they do that. I feel like it should be more like, okay, you know, Oba beat Brock, boom. But it's like to have Oba defeat Brock and then have Brock come back and squash Oba. It's like, what was the point of that? Because if Brock comes back and beats the shit out of Oba and squashes him, that's gonna kill the momentum for Oba Femi. People are not gonna be worried about him. They're not gonna, be concerned about who's Oba Femi, what he can do in the ring, because they're gonna remember him as the guy that Brock Lesnar defeated and destroyed. So I like the hype building up for this match because we've seen that Brock Lesnar showed up sometime 2 weeks ago and attacked Oba from behind. But this week, Brock Lesnar was nowhere to be seen, and he just had Paul Heyman come out. So at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody say. Brock fears Oba, and I'm not saying it in real life, but we all know in order to sell tickets, you must put on a show. And Brock does have a concern over for me because at the end of the day, in that interview, Brock said it. He's never gotten beaten that bad before and that quick. So he feels like he has something to prove. But at the same time, I feel like Brock, you did that when you beat Undertaker and you defeated his streak. Right now, sir, with all due respect, you're the ass kicker and you're gonna come and kick ass, and we all know you're gonna come and bring the pain. But Obafemi is fired up and ready to bring the pain to you. And it's like he told Paul Heyman, last time I was fighting to beat him. This time I'm gonna be fighting to kill him. To kill him. So for my man to say that, bro, I'm telling you right now, this match is gonna be crazy. Even though Cody Rhodes versus Gunther will be the beginning of the show, I consider the first hour of ESPN the beginning of the show when we see Brock Lesnar and Obafemi bring the house down, and these two massive sons of bitches go at it, and it's gonna be a freaking show, man. It's gonna be fire. I'm more excited for this match than any other match. So I'm ready. I'm ready for Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi 2. And I'm waiting, and I'm hoping and praying that it's the same results as the first one, because Brock, I love you, man, for real. Like, I respect you to the fullest. You've done so much through your career and in and out wrestling, and just everything you do as a pro wrestler, as an athlete, as a sports entertainer, as a father, everything you do, man, I respect. So it's like, shout out to you for everything you've done over the years and everything you continue to do for your family. I don't take that away from you. I respect the shit out of you for that. And even more, gain respect for that interview that you did recently about what the accolades actually mean. And like, championships and everything, that shit don't really mean nothing, but your family means the world to you. And I'm the same way, man. Like, single dad, raised my boys, and I got my daughter now that lives with her moms, and that's a challenge for me every day because I'm not used to it. So to from being a single dad to raising two boys, and now under different circumstances having my daughter not live with me because she lives with her moms, that to me is a challenge every day. So I'm not used to it. So shout out to Brock for real for everything he does. Because at the end of the day, if he comes back to put Oba Femi one more time over, it tells you this type of man that he really is. So I can't wait for Clash in Italy. I can't wait for all the matches. Rhea versus Cargill, Oba versus Brock. Oh man, what else? What else? Lynch versus Soruka. So many matches coming up this weekend with Noches de los Grandes and Clash in Italy, and also Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow. So I'm excited for pro wrestling in general. But yeah, man, we've been talking for a while now. Yo, what's up, brother? We about to open some more top chrome cards. But before we open these top chrome cards, let me show you guys what we just finished unboxing: CM Punk Royal Rumble Edition Elite Collection. Shout out to Target for this bad boy. Found him in the wild. Even though his head is like a bobblehead, we gotta take that. And for some reason, this is not the first CM Punk figure that his head is like this. This is actually the second figure. Appreciate you, bro. I try, man. Like, I just do this for the fun of it, brother. Like, this is just something that I've been doing as a kid, and I stopped for a while because we all go through a phase where I'm becoming a man. I gotta take life serious. But raising my boys on my own, I actually got back into collecting my stuff. I got a big collection. I got a collection of Marvel. I got a collection of Star Wars. I got RoboCop figures. I got Thundercats. I got oh my god, I got so much shit in my downstairs basement. But my main focus and my passion is always wrestling. So to get back into my pro wrestling collection and be able to put all this together in what I believe in 4.5, 5 years, probably 6 years you could say, because I was collecting before I started doing my live streams. But just to be able to put everything that I got behind me together in my mind, map it out, and just put everything the setup I wanted to. I appreciate everybody that comes on here and is like, "Yo, I love your collection." I love everybody's collection. So the same way you guys show me love, I show you love back, because at the end of the day, I just love being part of a community where I'm not the only motherfucker that collects. You feel me? Because I know for a while I was in my head, I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm a grown ass man. I'm over here collecting like. But it's like I told my girl, bro, I'm a grown ass man. I may collect my figures, but guess what? My bills are always paid. I don't want to hear shit. But yeah, we got this Royal Rumble CM Punk Elite Collection. But before we open this top Chrome's card, we gotta show love to the Tribal Chief. I don't know if you guys know, but the Tribal Chief just had a shoe recently dropped. Bloodline 12s. And of course, me being a big time Tribal Chief supporter, you see the Uda Fala there. We see the first, undisputed championship that the Tribal Chief had, which now Cody has. But now the Tribal Chief has the World Heavyweight Championships. We got to put the Uda Fala on the, the World Heavyweight Championship. So, of course, me being a big Tribal Chief supporter and a fan, I had to go get the big dog sneakers. The Bloodline 12s, baby. Bloodline 12s. I've been waiting for this shoe to drop for 2 years, because when Roman was champion in WrestleMania 40, these sneakers were supposed to drop. They actually got canceled, and I was pissed at the time. I was like, damn, bro, I wanted those sneakers so bad. I was pissed, but at the same time, I was like, it makes sense. He's not champion no more, so it makes no sense to drop a sneaker when he's not champion. So being that he's the World Heavyweight Champion now and the sneakers just dropped, I was like, that makes sense, because why would you put somebody's shoe out there if he's not even holding a title and he took time off of wrestling at the time? So him being back, the Bloodline sneakers drop, baby. And of course, I had to get them. So without further ado, let me show you guys these bad boys. I haven't even put them on yet. I just tried them on in the store, and I was like, yep. I even put the shoe protector on it, sprayed them up. So if something falls on them, they come right off. I don't got to wipe too much. But yeah, here we got the Bloodlines. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. These sneakers is fire. Bloodline 12s. Shout out to the Tribal Chief. Yes, sir. And shout out to the Usos, because at the end of the day, the Usos was the one that put Roman on the shoe game. Don't forget that. So we got to give the Usos a big shout out too. We got to give the big shout out to the Usos, because at the end of the day, Roman was coming in with some penny shoes and, regular flip flops. I seen videos. So shout out to the Usos. Shout out to the Tribal Chief. Shout out to the whole family, man. We got the Bloodlines, baby. This was one sneaker that I wasn't trying to miss. I got myself a pair and I got my girl a pair, because, happy wife, happy life. But yeah, can't wait to put these suckers on. I haven't worn them yet. Just wait for the right time. Got the Bloodline 12s. And of course, we had to get a t-shirt to go with the Bloodline 12s. Shout out to the WWE shop for this one also. That Tribal Chief t-shirt. The back of Moonfire. Levels above. Greatness among you. Had to, man. Tribal Chief, baby. Can't wait to put on these sneakers on with this shirt. I wish they had a decent hat, But I don't like the snap hats. The snap hats too much on WEShop.com. I don't like them too much because they look kind of flimsy. I actually purchased a snapback a couple of years ago. I believe it was the Undertaker one. I believe I have somewhere around here. It was the Undertaker one, and wasn't too much of a fan of the flimsiness. I was like, nah, I don't like that. So nothing against Undertaker, but I was like, yeah, didn't really like that. Had too much. We got one more thing we're gonna be unboxing tonight, which is this bad boy right here. Yes, we got the Masters of the Universe He-Man figure. Shout out to Mattel. I can't wait to see this movie, man. Such a big He-Man fan. I'm hoping if I go to the movies to watch it, I'm hoping I either get the sword or the Gray Skull popcorn bucket. But yes, well, let's unbox these cards first, baby, because we've been waiting now for about a week. And I'm anxious to find out what I got inside this pack. So far, this is my 8, ninth pack. Ninth pack. Man, I can't wait. It looks good. It looks good. The trailers and everything looks good for the He-Man. But I hope, you know how they always show things and then make it seem like it's gonna be so good, and when you go watch it, it's like, bro, what the fuck? So I'm hoping that when I see this movie, it doesn't disappoint. The pack is open, baby. Oh, wish me luck, guys. Let's see if we find something good tonight. I don't know, for some reason this pack feels heavy. It feels heavy. It feels heavy, but I could be wrong. Let's just start it off. Let's just start it off, baby. I'm excited. Every time I get a pack of cards, I'm excited as fuck. I don't know what I'm gonna get. Okay, first card here we have Wendy Chow. Wow, Chow open. Oh man. We got the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Moving on, we got Sami Zayn. Man, where has Sami Zayn? I'm not even gonna say nothing, man. Sami Zayn, like, I don't know, bro. Like, he used to be the shit back in the days. He's been falling off lately. He should go back with the bloodline, but I think even if he goes back with the bloodline, that's not even gonna save him. And yes, we got a WrestleMania pour on the Mr. Wonderful. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Sammy anymore. Like, I just feel like WWE doesn't know what to do with him now with all this new talent they got coming in. And it's like, sad to say, but he's getting older. And I don't know what's gonna happen next with Sammy. Moving on. This is actually a double. I got a double. We got a Lita. We got a Legends JBL. Another double. And the Lita was actually a Legends also. We got the final boss, The Rock. I feel like that's two. The final boss, The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Yeah, Lita's fire, facts. We got the final boss. Oops. Another Legends. And Eras excuse me, I couldn't really see it. Eras of Excellence. Sheamus with the Undisputed Championship. Or you could say the WWE Championship at the time. Moving on. Next pack. Man, that whole storyline between Jacob Fatu and the Tribal Chief is looking crazy. If you smell. Well, let's see how it plays out. A lot of people think that Jacob is going to become the tribal chief. Let me tell you something. As much as I love Jacob Fatu, yada I mean, ain't no chance in hell my man's going to become the tribal chief. Here we have Legends Bubba Ray Dudley. Table. Another Legends card. Coco Beware. It's like I say, Roman is not gonna lose that championship no time soon. A lot of people say, "Oh, what if Jacob?" I don't see that happening. We have JC Mateo, no longer with the company. Wish him nothing but the best. I feel like JC Mateo was rushed, bring him into the company. They ain't already know. They already know what to do with him too much. And of course, we have a WrestleMania Legends, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Moving on to our fourth pack. We got 3 packs left to open. Yeah, I agree with that one. The JC release made no sense to me either. It was like, why bring him in, bro, to just, remove him that. Like, they should have left him where he was or let him go to New Japan Pro Wrestling, but to bring him in and just like, that made no sense. They should have given him more to do, especially with him being with the Bloodline. Woo! Here we have Bronco Lima, NXT. And here we have a 39 out of 50. Woo, fire. Tongaloa. Sheesh, look at that, baby. 39 out of 50. Look at that card. So fire. So fire. Moving on, here we have Lash Legend. I believe there's another double. Yeah, but the whole JC Mateo release to me, that made no sense to me neither. I was like, that made no sense. And I believe this is another double. I could be wrong. Folk is real. Oba Femi Dorula. But like I said, man, I really hope they don't squash Oba Femi because that's gonna kill his momentum, and they're not gonna really know what to do with him. Now you good, brother. Don't worry about it, man. Welcome back. Now we got 3 packs left. Let's see what we got, baby. What do we get? What do we get? Okay. We got Carmelo Hayes. I believe there's another double. Carmelo Hayes. This is fire. I wish this was autographed. Let me tell you something. I wanted to go to Fanatics Fest so bad this year, and I'm not saying that I'm not gonna go, but tomorrow the tickets go on sale for Undertaker's photo op. And guess what? I don't got the money because we all got bills and responsibilities. And I'm so mad because me as a fan for 35 plus years of pro wrestling, it is one of my dreams to meet the Undertaker. And to have a photo with him, that's all I want. I don't even want the autograph. I just want a photo with the Taker. And the fact that tomorrow the ticket is going on Fanatics Fest, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I was gonna do a Cash App, info, and everybody's shipping $1. $1. I got so many followers. I probably get it in no time. But at the same time, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because everybody got bills and responsibilities. So I'll take it as a loss. But yeah, here we have the Legends Undertaker. I wish this was autographed. And if y'all can share this on Undertaker's platform, let him know I'm a big time fan and I wish I could meet him, man. But being a single dad and responsibilities, sometimes we gotta put our dreams on hold. Here we have Tamatanga. But But yeah, that's the reality of it. Sometimes, being a single dad and everything, you have to put. And I'm not saying like I'm single now, but I'm saying in general, all these years I've been a single dad. Sometimes you gotta put your dream on hold. You got bills and responsibilities to take care of. And as much as I want to meet the Undertaker, I'm gonna have to take it as a loss. I'm a big Undertaker fan. Me and my brothers actually, it's actually me and my brother's dream. We've been talking about that for years. We missed the opportunity last year because, unfortunately, the year before that we lost our older brother. So that was a hard pill to swallow. So as much as we wanted to go to Fanatic Fest, we wasn't like, I don't know, it was just like not financially stable and not mentally stable with everything that was going on. Losing your brother's a hard pill to swallow. So make sure you guys share with your family members and make sure you tell them every day you love them and hug them as much as you can because at the end of the day, it's a sucky feeling, man. You know. But yeah, it's been one of my dreams to meet Taker. Honestly speaking, I'm a big fan, big supporter for the past 35 years, and to be able to meet him and you know tell him how much he means to me, and my brother, in a way. Because at the end of the day, back in the days, I was a kid in the '80s, and back in the days, people say it's a tough world we live in nowadays. But back in the days, in the '80s, it was tough too. Drugs, crime everywhere. Me, I grew up in the Bronx, so looking out the window, you'll see people getting shot, people getting stabbed. It was crazy. So for me and my younger brother, pro wrestling was our escape from reality. You know what I'm saying? We was just like, we'll see Undertaker come out, and it was like, yo, that dude right there scares the shit out of me, but I love him. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. And then of course the whole drama between him and Kane when he found out that his younger brother Kane survived the fire, and then they became the Brothers of Destruction, and then they became the tag team champions, and then Undertaker went from the dark phenom to into the badass American biker. Like, man, those memories we never forget. And to see Taker now, you know, and I actually met the Godfather sometime I think last year also, and he was telling me stories about Taker and everything when they went out to chill and everything. I was like, yo, Taker sounds like a cool ass dude. He was like, he is, man, he is, but he's just a real serious dude. But he's man cool once you get to know him. And that's fire, bro. I would love to meet Undertaker. So it sucks, at the end of the day, because when I had the money for Fanatic Fest, Taker was not on sale. So I was like, maybe he's not gonna show up. Then they changed the schedule around and said that he was not doing autographs, and most likely he wasn't gonna do no photo ops. So I was like, okay, so maybe he's just gonna be there to support WWE as an ambassador or somebody just to, since Triple H is not gonna be able to show. Because the first Fanatic Fest that we went to, me and brother, it was when Hulk Hogan was alive. May he rest in peace. We met Hulk Hogan, rip him. That's actually the verse that I told him when I met him, and he was like, "Oh, brother, you went old school." He was like, "Rip him," and what you call it? Like I said, maybe he's gonna be there, like Triple H was when Hulk Hogan was alive. Because we wasn't expecting Triple H to be there for the first Fanatic Fest, and Triple H just showed up, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. That was fire. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, long story short, it is a very big dream of me and my old younger brother. Because me and my younger brother, it's something that we want to do as a brother trip to go to Fanatics Fest and meet Undertaker. And man, like I said, right now, just talking about it, I'm just like excited. Like the kid in me in my heart is like, man, I wish that was to happen because that would be so dope to be able to meet a dead man. You know what I'm saying? The Undertaker. That would be so dope. But yeah, responsibilities come first, and being a single dad, sometimes you gotta be like, hey, your dreams, you gotta put them aside and then take care of business. But yeah, we got 2 more packs left. Let's open these bad boys. But yeah, man, I would love to meet Taker. So if you guys can share this video, let him know. Big time supporter, big time fan, nothing but love and support. I would love to meet Taker for Fanatic Fest in July in New York City. Here we have Tia Hale NXT. This card is fire also. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Tia Hale. We got CM Punk. What's up, brother? Everything good, man? Just here unboxing some WWE Top Chrome cards. Came across this week. Shout out to, I believe it was where I got these from. Shout out to the Toy Vault in Dartmouth. Came across these bad boys. Still a little bit more, $10 more, but you know what? Anytime you find cards is a blessing. We got Rhea Ripley. That's good to hear, brother. Don't forget, guys, to smash the like button, share this on your platforms. Let them know your boy J.A.K. Marv is live, talking about wrestling, shooting the shit, talking about everything that's gonna be happening this weekend, and Friday Night SmackDown, Noches de los Grandes, and Clash and Elite. Just a fan, hyped for everything that we got going on this weekend. I pulled a Charlie Dempsey auto in a last mega box. That's fire. The last autograph that I got was actually this one, which it was, let me see, Lucian Priest autograph NXT card. And I just pulled out a 35 out of 50 Tonga Loa gold fire. So yeah, not too bad. And then we got one last pack to open. And then we got to unbox the figure that we got here. Excuse me, guys. It's my neck. I got a scar on my neck. A couple of years I got into a fight and I got sliced. As you guys can see, got a nice little scar on my neck. So from time to time, I gotta crack my neck because they get stiff on me. So I apologize if I look like I got Tourette's. I don't. A lot of people are like, yo, you got Tourette's? I'm like, no, bro. I just get muscle sprain in my neck and I gotta crack it. Sorry. But yeah, here we have Kit Wilson. I pulled Dusty Rhodes Auto AEW Skybox sometime last week. AEW? Oh, Dustin. Sorry. I think you said Dusty. So my apologies. I had to really think about it. So I was like, nah, maybe it's me. I got you. That's fire, though. Then we got a Zarya. Shout out to Zarya. You guys seen Zarya without makeup, man? And she's like Rhea Ripley's twin. That's so crazy. And we have a Sheamus. Ah, man, we got another Undertaker card. Was Goldust. Now, I know what you meant. Trust me. I just got confused because instead of reading Dustin, I read Dusty. That's fire, though. That's fire. And of course, we got a Eras of Excellence Undertaker. This would have been fire, man. If it would have been autographed. Don't get me wrong, it's a fire card. And I would love to meet Taker. Please, Taker. If you hear this video, please. Me and my brother want to meet you. We're big fans, man. That would be a dream come true. But yeah, we got to take a card, man. And now that we unboxed this sick pack, let me show you guys so far what we got. We got that Taker. We got that Tangaloa. We got Montez Ford. Folk is real. Eras of Excellence. Alexa Bliss. Folk is real. Oba Femi the ruler. Legends. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. WrestleMania. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, like I was just saying it here on the live. Me and my brother had plans this year to go meet Undertaker and Fanatic Fest coming up in July, which the plans are still ongoing. It's not like we're not going. But the thing is, tomorrow the tickets go on sale for Undertaker, and guess what? I got the money right now because I just finished taking out money for my rent. So it's like, damn. So now I'm like, what am I gonna do? Can't meet the man now. Like the tickets go on sale tomorrow. I was gonna do something for my Cash App and put it online and just Everybody that supports me, I have like 2,000, 3,000 followers here, or 2,000 followers here. $1 in my Cash App, I'll be happy. $1, just support, just to help me meet the man. Because I'm sure to take a photo of Undertaker is probably gonna be like 200 and change. I'm guessing. Maybe 300. I don't know. But I'm like, damn, man, it just sucks. And then of course we got Eras of Excellence, Sheamus, and last but not least, Mr. Wonderful Paul Undersworth, WrestleMania Legends card. But yeah, man, tomorrow the tickets go on sale for Fanatic Fest to meet Undertaker, and I'm just like, damn, sucks. About to put my Cash App. Anybody want to help me? Oh man, there we go. That's a Cash App. $ marvelous 1983. Man, like I said, $1 from everybody get me there in no time. Then of course we got Legends, Coco Beware. But like I said, man, it's a dream of mine to meet a Taker, man. I met King. I just gotta meet Taker, and I don't want no autograph. I just want a photo up with the man, and I said be able to shake his hand and be like, I met Undertaker. That's all I want. That would be so dope. And of course we got JBL, Legends, and of course we got Lita, Legends. But yeah, let's get ready to open this bad boy up. We got this sick figure here right next to me that I've been dying to unbox. And we're about to get right into it. So let me show you guys what we're about to unbox. Here we have Mattel's Masters of the Universe Chronicles He-Man. That's fire. You seen Coco at the same show as Beefcake and Luger. That's sick. That is fire. I met recently Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Demolition, and Doink the Clown. They was over here in New England Fan Fest. I was actually in the video in New England Fan Fest a couple of times. They didn't even wasn't even aware that they had me in the video. So I was like, oh wow, I didn't know I was in the video. So that's pretty dope to see myself in a video that has to do with pro wrestling. I do it here for the fun of it, just to show you guys my collection and what I add every week or every 2 weeks in my collection. And at the end of the day, we just love to talk wrestling. But yeah, I was pretty amazed to see that video. I was like, damn, that's sick. I was like, they actually got a New England Fan Fest video. Wasn't aware of it. My friend actually sent it to me. He said, "Yo, bro, you seen the video? We in the video." And I was like, "What video?" He said, "The New England Fan Fest. They actually posted a video, and we was in the video a couple of times." And I was like, "Yo, that's pretty dope. I didn't even know that." So I seen the video, and I was like, "Okay, okay." But yeah, we're about to get into this bad boy. Ah, man, I got this one because I know this one is so hard to find. But they also have Skeletor, and I'm so mad that I didn't get Skeletor because I should have got it. But I wasn't trying to pay no $60 because this figure was like 30 and the other figure was 30. But most likely we end up going back to the toy vault and finding it because these figures are so hard to find in Target, Walmart, or any of your local retailers. So if you find a toy store near you, possibilities they might have it, but it might be a little bit more expensive. Yeah, they're very nice, down to earth people. A lot of people was like, "Oh, be careful with Smash because he's a jerk." Smash was actually so cool. I was like, "Yo, people be just talking nonsense," but they were both down to earth, very nice. No disappointment. No, not rude. Very humble, down to earth. Two gentlemen. You could tell they are very humble and tired and just doing this to give back to the community. So I was humbled to meet Axe and Smash. I actually have here a autograph VIP pass when I meant to meet them. I got this autograph And I also got the demolition unsanctioned two figures. So I got that autograph, and I got the variant pack autograph with the yellow marker. Let me see if I have it here somewhere. I believe it's right here. But yeah, yes sir. That's fire. 1988 LJN Axe poster. That's so fire, brother. Congratulations on that big come up for real. That's a big come up. Let me tell you something. If I still had my 1988 LJN posters, because I had so many, ah man, my mom's not being a true believer. I told her when I was young, Ma, don't get rid of my stuff because this stuff is gonna be worth money in the future. She's like, no, it's not. You're becoming a man. You don't got time for this. So I told that shit in her face every day. Remember when I told you this shit gonna be worth money and you ain't believe me? Guess what? It is now. She be like, I'm sorry. All right, your sorry don't help. I want to stone cold son her sometimes, but she's my mom, so I can't do that, you know? Huh? Yeah, I showed them. Everybody was like, woo. But yeah, you know, you can't do that because that's mom do. Because sometimes I want to stone cold star her, you know? Because it's like I told her, Ma, don't throw out my wrestling collection. 1988 LJN figures, don't throw out my wrestling collection. They're gonna be worth so much money. And guess what? They are. They are. I knew this as a kid, and look at them now. So worth so much money. Look at that. To the fact that they coming back out, and I got so far. I got all the black card editions. I got so far the Hulkamania, the Dustin Rhodes, the John Cena, and Logan Paul. The only one that I haven't got yet is the second wave. I got the Stone Cold one, but it's not a black card; it's a regular one. But I won the King Kong Bundy black card, and I won the Stone Cold black card. My son didn't even know he's on camera. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got the Stone Cold. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they coming back out, and my mom's like, "Oh, you know, not being a true believer. I know you're becoming a grown ass man." Yeah, this grown ass man knew what he was talking about. So yeah, I'll be like, "Oh man, ma, you should have just listened to me." But you know, it is what it is. It cost me a lot of money, but it is what it is. But yeah, here we have the sword for Eterna. I have the power. It's fire though. This figure's fire too. You know, my only concern is I really hope that this guy that they pick as He-Man, you know, fits the role because in the trailers he looks a little skinny, and we all know the Dolph Lundgren He-Man that we got back in the days. My man was jacked. When he said he had the power, you believed him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping and praying that this person is playing the character. I hope new movie does well. Me too. I was just talking about that. I was just talking about that because I'm a big time He-Man fan, and to see them coming out with He-Man after a couple of years now is pretty dope. So I'm really hoping that the movie holds, you know what I'm saying, the franchise down and doesn't kill the franchise. Because I'll be one mad SOB. You should have just brought Dolph Lundgren back to the He-Man. But here we have it. He-Man with the sword. But yeah, the figure's pretty dope. Articulation's pretty good. I like the way the figure looks. The dude looks brolic, but I hope he looks like this in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the trailer makes him look, he looks kind of skinny, and I'm like, okay. So it's like I said, you can't give us something, you know what I'm saying, from 1980 something, which it was Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. Dolph Lundgren was jacked, and then give us, you know, somebody that's trying to be. So it's like I said, I hope the movie, my man is jacked because He-Man was a beast, even in the cartoons. So I really hope that that comes out, you know, good because if he's small, it's not gonna look right because we know how big He-Man really is. But I can't wait. I'm excited. It comes out June 5th. Theater near you. I'm trying to go see it in IMAX. Hopefully, I get the Gray Skull popcorn bucket or even the He-Man sword to drink out of. But yeah, man, appreciate all you guys that tuned in tonight. I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Don't forget to share this video on your platforms. I know also Undertaker, that your boy Jay, aka Marv, is a big fan and would love to meet him at Fanatic Fest if he could hook up me and my brother for real because that's a dream come true. And unfortunately, financially, with the bills and everything, it's becoming pretty hard. And the fact that TKO and WWE partner up together, it's so expensive just to meet somebody that we grew up admiring. It's crazy. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the love. Today at Walmart, found a wee puppet for less than $9. I post at midnight is John Cena. Got you, got you. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Guys, don't forget. See you next Thursday. Excited for SmackDown tomorrow. Noches de los Grandes on Saturday. And Clash in Italy on Sunday. We got a full weekend ahead of us. Nothing but hopefully awesome matches. But yeah, guys, collect what you love. Stay marvelous. See you guys next Thursday. Appreciate the love and support. Don't forget to share this video on your platforms. And let them know your boy J, aka Marv, goes live every Thursday to show love and support. And you share my collection with you guys and just talk wrestling in general and have a good time. Once again, share this video for Undertaker. Show him love and let him know your boy Jay is a big fan and would love to meet him. Appreciate everybody. Have a good night and stay marvelous. Peace. Love ya.